make it cool to be sucked.
A flyover and gorgeous look at the Charlotte skyline. Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Bobcats at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. There's the steal. And here's Augustine. 12 points his last outing. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Toronto working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. The pass today. Offensive rebound. Oh, that's blocked.
They've been getting out-muscled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
Here's Pargo. Drills the three-pointer. Pargo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Well, you look at Josh McRoberts, you get a chance to look at some of his numbers, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 6 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. In today's NBA, you have to have a good backup big to rotate in, and that's exactly what he's given this club.
You know, to be able to match up with other bigs when going to the bench, I think it's a must-have option for strong NBA teams if you're going to compete and contend for possible championships.
Henderson, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Augustine with it, now defended by Parker. Fields' shot is good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
1:14 left in the first quarter of the game.
And, you know, for Raptors coach Dwayne Casey from last season, he's wanted to improve the rim protection inside. Now with a little more size, you add Valanciunas, and hopefully the pieces are in place for Casey to build a winning team in Toronto. Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Augustine off the pick from Valanciunas. Kicks it today. Shot is blocked and out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Novak's checked in. 44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And when you look at this Raptors team, they have size and athleticism, Steve, certainly capable of defending well.
Yeah, they do have the talent to be good defensively. Some length on the perimeter. They've got Amir Williams inside. I think Valanciunas is an interesting player with defensive capability. So this is a club that has the potential to be pretty good at that end of the floor. A lot of problems that the Raptors encountered last season had to do with the youth of their team, and I think specifically with their foul trouble. They had a group of young players that maybe got a little over exuberant. They didn't quite understand the nuances of NBA defense. They've got to continue to grow, and one of the ways they can do so is improving their decision-making defensively in terms of how often they make fouls.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
It's rebounded by Parker.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
On tap next Monday.
Bobcats leading by 4. Flash, and it's small forward. Jefferson is out there with Zeller, and there's Pargo, and it's Henderson in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to Miami.
Yeah, they were really in a funk from the field, guys. Credit the defense, definitely, but even when they got open looks, they were not hitting.
Hey, Steve, me and you flub up words and misstate things on occasion. So do these players have bad nights. It happens.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
Now, presented by Sprint. And everything is the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both. Toronto's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. So for Toronto right now, DeRozan and Gay fill the wings. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. And it's Lowry in at the point guard. Charlotte's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've led it 5 from downtown. Sessions passes to Flash. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
A look here at last year in the NBA, where the Bobcats ranked. 6th in blocks, 8th in fewest turnovers per game. As far as free throw shooting as a team goes, not a strong suit. Top 20 in the league. A little bit of work to be done there.
And what really stands out is the blocks for me, because that's a team that really dominated the paint area. And when they were on top of their game, they were very physical. They fronted the post a lot, forced some difficult shots at the rim. And due to their length and their size, they were able to block a lot of shots down there.
The Bobcats with the lead.
You know, after the Rudy Gay trade sent Jose Calderon, Kyle Lowry said that now the Raptors were his team. And while that might be debatable, he's clearly got the talent to run a team at the point guard position.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Bismack Biyombo, a young center from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he said he never knew how long his arms were until he came to the U.S. He measured out with a 7'7" wingspan. Incredible for his height. He said, quote, I'm 6'9", but because of my wingspan, I can play like a 7-footer. Guys, teams used to just look at a big man's height. Now they take into account things like wingspan, standing reach, and the vertical jump, getting a much clearer picture of, quite literally, a player's sphere of influence.
He's got the length factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris. And so he earns a trip to the... Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Back to Kyle Lowry, a good passer, also an amazing rebounder for a 6-foot-tall guard.
He's physical, doesn't mind throwing his weight around. He's confident. You see how aggressive he is offensively, always looking to draw contact and get to the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Aaron Gray, he's checked in for Johnson. Austin Day comes in for Valanciunas, and Landry Fields subbed in for Rudy Gay. And Augustine kicks to DeRozan. He dishes it to Augustine. Pass to Gray. To the middle. Fields. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And he gets it to go.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And Augustine kicks to DeRozan. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter, and he gets it to go. DeRozan's got the lead, back up to 1 now for the Raptors. Charlotte's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Again, the Bobcats score. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Clark. I mean, this one could come down to the last few minutes the way it looks.
Gray dishes to Day. First trip to the line for him here.
Well, last year at the free throw line, he was successful 76% of the time.
First one falls for him. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Toronto. And so he's able to get one of two.
That miss at the line might stick in his craw for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Flash. Jefferson trying to break loose. And again, shot good from Flash. Flash has got 9 points here in the second half.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
That is good. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitation.
And as we finish,
Monday, November 11th.
and let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Oh, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between two teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Bobcats shooting 43% for the game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Flash in at the 3. Zeller is out there with Al Jefferson. Then it's Henderson, and it's Pargo in at the point. Toronto's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And that one's good.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Flash. Fields covering. Zeller passes to Pargo. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Bobcats lead by 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Johnson sends the screen for Augustine. And DeRozan. Here we go. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists in the game. Pargo kicks to Jefferson. The shot no good. And Toronto has possession. Now Augustine. Augustine off the pick from DeRozan. Augustine dishes to Hansbrough. Just 5 to shoot. DeRozan passes to Fields. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Jefferson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, for as much as Jefferson scores in the low post and all the attention.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was.
Kyle, how big a factor was the... You had some help out there tonight from Flash. What's it like having him on the team and the kind of relationship you've developed with him?
You know, he just got a great relationship. It's a love-hate relationship. Overall, you know, it's a wonderful relationship, you know. And I kind of, like I said, I'll be on him as a vet, you know, but he always tell me when he become a vet, I feel sorry for the rookie, his rookie, you know. But I got much love for him, and I just know he's going to be a great player in this league if he continue to work hard. And as he's doing right now, the sky's the limit for him.
Thanks for stopping by. As you know, it's important for me to regularly check in with all of our players. So, how you feeling about the team at this point of the season?
Well, I've been playing pretty well lately. I feel like if I had some more minutes, I could really take my game to the next level.
You have stepped it up lately. But coach is the one who ultimately decides on the rotation. I'll talk to him, see if there's anything we can do.
Yeah, that'd be great, but only if you think it makes sense. I don't want to second-guess coach. I'm just letting you know what I'm thinking.
Of course. We're always going to make a decision that's right for this organization, but I appreciate your input.
That's good to hear.
We see the Bobcats getting ready to go. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. Here's Felton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte. Smith kicks to Anthony. Felton the pass to Smith. Felton sets a screen for Smith, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Pargo the pass to Flash. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. First in fewest turnovers a game, 5th in three-point shooting. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
And this is a smart team, Clark, because you talked about the turnovers, #1 in the league in terms of fewest mistakes. And that's when they were at their best. When they controlled the action offensively, they were able to execute without making mistakes, and that allowed them to set up their defense at the other end. And this was a really well-disciplined club.
Fires from the corner, and there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Udrih.
Boy, it's got to be a relief for him to finally get one to fall. No longer has he been bagel from the field. He can relax a little bit and exhale.
J.R. Smith, last season's 6th man of the year, averaging 18 points per game off the bench for the Knicks. What a fantastic season. You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, you know, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Martin dishes to Udrih. Kicks it to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray. Udrih can't hit. And for J.R. Smith, the New Jersey native, right at home, Clark playing for the Knicks.
And you knew he had the talent to be special. He just had to put it all together. And had a big season. The first player since '90 to come off the bench and score 30 or more in 3 straight games, Kevin. He's simply a bucket maker. You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
On the wing, Shumpert. Martin kicks to Smith. Fires from deep, and it's blocked, but he stays with it. Buries it from three-point range. Smith's got 6.
Just 2 for 8, 25% shooting here early on. We'll see if that gets him going at all.
Here's Pargo. He's guarded by Udrih. Flash, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Stripped away. .11 feet away, and that's good for 2. And it's an 11-point Bobcat lead.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
And a double-digit lead on the score.
Coming up next Monday.
Flash in at small forward. Josh McRoberts out there with Jeff Adrian. Then there's Pargo, and it's Taylor in at the 2 spot. That's the Bobcats' 5. Bargnani inside. McRoberts on him. And Shumpert kicks to Felton. And the lead is down inside single digits. Felton's got a pair of triples in the second now for New York.
Well, I know you've heard the phrase run and gun. Well, the Knicks last season were walk and gun. They set a record in three-pointers made, 5th in three-point percentage as well, but they were dead last in fast break points.
Anthony with it, now guarded by McRoberts. And Shumpert kicks to Smith. Outside Anthony. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shumpert. Connects from three-point range. And now just a 4-point Bobcat lead. And back to the Knicks, Coach Woodson gives them off-season conditioning programs. Training camp is mostly running. But Steve, a slow pace of play once the game gets started.
Well, and in all seriousness, of course, there's running and movement, even in a half-court offense. But some teams need to push the break to create offense. But the Knicks, they're pretty good in terms of scoring in the half court. They can stretch you out, they can rely on Carmelo's one-on-one game, and they can pick you apart.
Here's Flash. He's covered by Felton. Shot's good by Pargo. Pargo's got his first 2 points.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Bargnani inside the three-point line. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Pargo. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And a fast break now for New York. Smith's running. Shumpert with it, now guarded by Pargo. Outside, Felton. Dishes to Smith. Again, the miss by Smith.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Flash passes to Tolliver. From down in the low post, it goes. Tolliver's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now you threaten the defense inside and then find the open man on the outside. Good offense.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Felton off the pick from Shumpert. Smith for 3. The rebound by Flash.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
There's a good screen to the left wing. Pargo. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here's Felton. Shot no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Bobcats lead by 9.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Mike Woodson and Coach.
Now, presented by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports, and I'm Damon Bruce, coming to you live on a Friday night. Charlotte up on top against New York. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. On the Knicks side of things, they're managing to hang around. They've started off pretty well this season, trying to continue the momentum. Extra possessions almost too easy to come by. They piled.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Udrich out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Mark. And it's Smith in at the threesome. Tolliver the pass to Flash. The dish to Tolliver. Feeds it to Henderson. Here's Flash, covered by Smith, and a missed layup. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Raptors.
And you know, Kevin, despite the outcome, I think they got to be feeling pretty good coming into this game. There were a lot of positives they can take away from that performance.
Yeah, you can't dwell on the final score in that case. You have to think about the things you did well and build on those. You know, guys, Carmelo Anthony last year played pretty much full time at the power forward position, and the results were excellent. I mean, he's got the strength to play inside, and when you look at what he does offensively, it creates a lot of matchup advantages for him and his team.
Udrich dishes to Anthony. Here's Martin. Misses off the left iron. Charlotte leading by 18. And when you look at Carmelo, do you think, Steve, maybe the success that LeBron had going inside and playing the forward had any influence on Melo playing inside?
I think there's no doubt, Kevin. The league has gone smaller in a lot of ways. A lot of former three men are now becoming fours. The only way to do that, though, is if you have the strength to deal with bigger players, and Melo certainly has that strength.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Charlotte.
It was a surprising victory. It looked like they'd go easily, but they came strong in the fourth. That was big-time momentum that they carried all the way to the win. That was an exciting finish.
Yeah, they couldn't have done it in more dramatic fashion, just coming back and winning there at the end. Just an incredible win.
Rejected by Martin. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bobcats will retain possession. Argnani is checked in for New York. Here's Flash. Charlotte again missing. Knicks trail by 18. Udrich off a pick from World Peace. Anthony kicks to Bargnani. Stolen by Henderson. Out to the right wing. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Flash passes to Henderson. Left side, Taylor. Three-pointer. Here's Zeller. That's good. Zeller's got 12 points in just the second half.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And at the end of the third quarter.
Tune in next Wednesday, November 13th.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, I was hoping we'd get a chance.
Charlotte leading by 17. Flash, he's in at small forward. Ben Gordon out there with Ramon Sessions. Then it's Zeller, and it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Udrich dishes to Shumpert. Chandler with a screen for Shumpert. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, it's just everybody getting involved. Well, tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance an impressive win for the Bobcats.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. He kicks to Zeller. Passes it to Sessions. The feed now to Jefferson. Unloads from 13. Again, the Bobcats score.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Stoudemire, right side. And here's Anthony from the arc. That's good.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Flash. Up and in on the layup. And the Bobcats lead by 20.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Anthony kicks to Stoudemire. From 13. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Flash. No good. So no problem for Charlotte as they...
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with Al Jeff.
We see the Bobcats getting ready to go. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We've got a... Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
A look here at last year in the NBA where the Bobcats ranked. 6th in blocks, 8th in lowest turnovers per game. And as far as steals go, bottom third of the league. That's unacceptable.
And what really stands out is the blocks for me, because that's a team that really dominated the paint area. And when they were on top of their game, they were very physical. They fronted the post a lot, forced some difficult shots at the rim. And due to their length and their size, they were able to block a lot of shots down there.
The three from Korver. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And this is a big game, guys, today, because these teams will see each other 3 more times down the road. And this one kind of sets the tone for the season series.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Schroeder kicks to Korver. Korver off the pick from Ion. Korver passes to Ion. Scott dishes to Martin. Shot clock at 5. No good from the wing. I think Steve nailed it moments ago, Clark, talking about, these series of 3-4 games between these two teams during the year, and eventually they'll know each other very well. But as we see now, the slate between them is clean.
And being that it is their first meeting, Kevin, I'm actually anxious and curious to see what's changed in terms of how they come at each other compared to last season.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Schroeder kicks to Martin. Lets it go with a 3. The shot no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Al Horford is checked in for Atlanta.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, Mike Budenholzer, the new coach of the Hawks, spent 19 years with the San Antonio Spurs, including 17 as an assistant. Boy, you couldn't ask for a better teaching ground than that.
Pargo, the pass to Flash. And blocked. Here's Mack. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Horford kicks to Schroeder. Feeds it to Mack. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And he lays that one in. 6 points for Flash.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Here's Schroeder. Fires the 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Well, it's been a high scoring. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Charlotte?
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Charlotte, Flash, he's in at small forward. Margo's out there with Ben Gordon. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Adrian in at the power forward.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, even though there have been a lot of changes over the past few seasons in Atlanta, the team has rebounded despite the turnover in coaches and players. Al Horford said it came together quickly because of the GM, saying, quote, "We understood he was trying to do some things in a different way." Sounds like they have a good understanding of what they are trying to accomplish here, guys.
A lot of talent, Doris, and they're keeping them all working together. Here's Schroeder, covered by Parker. Pulls up, high post. That one's good, and the Bobcat lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Schroeder. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Cargo kicks to Adrian. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.